I want to introduce you to Drip community. It's a really cool project actually. It's been like lots of people are talking on Reddit, and if I show you guys the chart right now, it's honestly like it kind of proves the concept kind of proves itself. The concept just proves itself if it makes any sense. So if I show you guys the chart, you will see a very similar, like a very noticeable trend in this chart, and the trend is that there's clearly something going on here. I mean, look at the trading volume, uh, look at the correction going on here. It's just clearly something going on here. I mean, the volume every 24 hours is 1.48 million, and there doesn't seem to be a massive drastic drop, drop back into the original price, which was a few days ago. I believe it was $80, and it just went up a lot, and it really just started stabilizing from here. Now, what does this mean? That this stabilization point, this point here, which is stabilizing around 120 to 136. Now, what this could mean is that I wouldn't say this is necessarily anything towards a stable coin or a shit coin. I don't think it's a shit coin. That's my personal opinion. I mean, you could say it's a shit coin, but I don't think it's a shit coin, and I also don't think it's a Ponzi scheme. It could be a Ponzi scheme, but I don't believe it is. I've invested around $1,000 into Drip, and so far it's been around, I think, 15 days. I haven't made my initial deposit back, but I've made around $100. So I'm making around $10 a day passively. Um, and I bought at this price here. I bought around 80-ish dollars. And now, what does this mean? What does it mean that a drip is kind of like stabilizing? Why there's this massive correction right here, where it's not, dropping back to the original price. It's actually stabilizing. Lots of people here are talking about the correction. The fact that there isn't a massive drop, there isn't a massive rug pull going on here. Well, the reason there isn't a massive rug pull is because if you go on the white paper, it kind of explains the whole principle of drip. It's really cool actually. So I want to kind of get into the logic behind drip and why it might be a project that you should invest in now. If not, when if the price goes back down, you can invest in it. I don't think it's going to go back down much more than 120. I think the lowest point it will reach for a while is 120. If it does go lower than 120, which there is a possibility, it will probably bounce back up because it's just the way it's created. Now let's talk about the white paper itself. Why does the concept work so well? Firstly, I want to warn you guys, when you invest in drip, this is very important. When you invest in drip, the initial deposit you put in, that goes into the faucet. This initial deposit you cannot take back out. So I put in $1,000. I have two wallets. I put in 350 in this one and around 600, I believe, in another wallet. Okay, this initial deposit you put in, you cannot take it back out. Very important. Initial deposit in, you can't take it back out. All right. However, the rewards you earn every day, you can take that out. You can deposit. You can take that out. I've actually taken from this wallet, I think around $40, if I'm not mistaken. If I check it out, sorry guys, let me just check this out. I believe 0.386, which is around 40ish, 50ish dollars. So I've and then another wallet which has a bit more than 40, 50, I think $60. So I made around $100 altogether just passively, which is awesome. So I'm basically 1/10 my way back to earning my initial deposit. So that's the way I'm kind of seeing the kind of mindset that I have. My mindset is essentially, earn back the money that I put in. So I put in $1,000. I want to wait 100 days until I gain my profit back. So this is my philosophy. My philosophy with the drip token is anything you invest, wait 100 days until you get your investments back, and then only afterwards you can start hydrating, recompounding your profits. Okay, so wait 100 days. After you've waited 100 days, take take all the profits, not profits, take all the rewards. That will be your initial investment. You take all your the money from your initial investment out, put it in your wallet, convert it into a stable coin, and then only after that should you decide to only after that should you decide to start hydrating and recompounding the rewards. This is my personal opinion. You can do whatever you want to do. This is how I'm working, and I think this is the safest way to go about it, to be honest with you. Because I'll be honest, I don't know what's going to happen in 100 days. I don't know what's going to happen in 180 days. All I know is if I wait 100 days, claim my initial investment, I won't be at a loss. So that's my kind of strategy. Okay, I kind of learned it from another YouTuber. Um, you know, I think it's a very good strategy. I'll post a link of that YouTuber in my description. You know, you guys can take a look at that and see how see if it's an effective method for you. Now, let's actually start from the beginning of what drip is and how you can, you know, start depositing money. Firstly, guys, you need to connect to a wallet, a MetaMask. This is what I use. You can use Trust Wallet, MetaMask, whatever you want to use. Once you've done that, you need to have a bit of BNB. So you go and swap. You have a bit of BNB, and then what you can do is you can buy a drip from that BNB. Okay, and you can choose the slippage tolerance as well. So once you've kind of bought enough BNB, um, with that drip that's been bought from that BNB, you can actually go on the faucet and you can deposit that initial investment into the faucet. Okay, so that's how it kind of works. Now, once you've deposited that initial investment, what will happen is you will start gaining 1% every single day from that initial deposit. However, one thing that I do need to stress is there is a max payout, and your max payout is essentially what is right here. So this claimed amount can only reach up to this much before you need to create another wallet and, you know, start changing the kind of restarting the whole process. So this is why the kind of the philosophy behind drip works so well, because there is a maximum payout method. There's a maximum payout. That means once you've reached this level, you can't earn any more drip. If you earn more than that, you won't be able to essentially claim it. Okay, and that's part one. This would be like, this could be a lot in the future. 9 drip, like if it works out, it could turn into 5,000. You know, if it turns into $1,000 each drip, there's a massive profit potential right there. That's one thing. Okay, this is how you gain from drip, the 1% every day. Another way to gain is obviously by sharing your referral link. So everyone here gets a referral link. I'll show you how to kind of get that referral. There is a button here called copy referral link, and I'm gonna post this in the description below. You guys can use my referral link. This is literally the only way, by the way, in order to kind of, you know, deposit into the faucet. So once you have your drip, you need to post this referral link. I'm going to share this referral link with you guys. You need to post this referral link in here. Or I think it's here. There's going to be a link somewhere. I've already kind of done it, but there's going to be a link here somewhere. You post that referral link there, or you can just, you know, go on the link, click on this link, and then you can press deposit, and it's completely automated. So I'm going to post this link in my description. You can use that to start depositing drip. Okay, so now you will start earning 1% every day. What I suggest is you wait 100 days until you've made your initial profit, so that way you're not at a loss. After that, you can start recompounding daily. Awesome. Now, why does this actually work? Why do I think that why drip works so well? The reason it works so well and so effective is because the many mechanisms built behind the tokenomics, behind the coding, you know, everything they did with the code is beautiful. Whatever they did and whatever they use, it's just amazing. And Forex Shark, he's a genius. He's the one. He's also created something called the Mana Farm, which is also quite cool. I'll get into that in another video, but for now we'll get into this. So the thing is, guys, when you take out drip, when you put in drip, there is a tax. So when you deposit drip into the faucet, there's a 10% charge on deposits. This 10% goes to the community, goes to the rewards that everyone gains. Not only does that go into the community and the rewards, the actual initial deposit goes into the rewards. So 10% of that is taxed from here, from the deposit, and the actual deposit is given to everyone in the system. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so any money I put into the system, I cannot take out. So this initial investment, I can't take out, right? Isn't that bad? No, it's not, because that means everyone, who puts money into drip cannot take their initial investment out. That means there's no rugging potential. There's no potential for someone to really rug on a really high level, if that makes any sense. So no one's going to really rug pull anyone here, because no one can. Literally, it's impossible, technically. The only way to really rug pull is if someone keeps claiming their profit every single day and doesn't really feed back into the system. But even then, there is a 10% deduction of profits from the rewards. So that way, in essence, this is probably the closest thing that you'll get to kind of like a decentralized system which shares the wealth with everyone else. Literally, okay? It shares wealth with everyone. Technically, this is how I think of it. And I know it sounds very optimistic, but I really think that drip could be like the next big thing. Like it could hit, I really believe, 1,000 this year potentially. Do I think it's low risk? No, I don't think it's low risk. I actually do think it's pretty high risk. There is a good risk that this could still be a Ponzi scheme because, and I'll tell you why. There always has to be people feeding into the system in order for there to be profit. So that means there's always a need for more people to come in. Now the thing is, with the marketing that this has behind it, I think that there's always going to be more people, and there's always going to be people depositing more money. And I'll tell you why. There's a max payout. So after you've reached this max payout, you can't earn any more money. That means you need to put more money into the system. So there's always going to be an influx of money coming into the drip community. Okay, it's called drip community for a reason. I really like the website itself, like drip.community. The community is always going to be there because the community always needs to kind of put more money in it in order to make more money out of it. Another way to make money, another way to kind of earn through this is through team-based referrals. So if I share you my link, the link I have here, you will also make money from the system. Okay, so if I share this link with you, sorry, I will make money. Sorry, if you use this link, a bit of your deposit will go to me, and anything you earn in the rewards, a small amount will go to me. I think it's like 5% goes to me, which is a decent amount if someone puts a lot of money, for sure. All right, guys, and yeah, I mean that's basically the first aspect of drip and why it works so well. Okay, the next aspect is I think it's something called, I believe, whale tax. Yeah, the whale tax. All right. Now, if someone owns, I can actually show you how the whale tax works right here. Yeah. All right. Here it is. Total supply. If you own less than 0.99% of the supply, any withdrawals will be 0%. So there's going to be no there's going to be no tax on you. If you own 1%, there's a 5% withdrawal fee. 2%, 10% withdrawal fee. If you own 10% of the total supply, there's a 50% withdrawal fee. What does this mean, guys? Well, it means that anyone who decides to cash out their drip, they will lose 50% of any profit. It'll go back into the system. This kind of pushes people back from really essentially deciding to rug pull, or not really rug pull, but deciding to kind of sell their earnings. It makes people stay in the system. So I really like this model. Now there is a little thing that I want to discuss and why this might not work, and that is the multiple wallet. Not really an exploitation, but it really is kind of the closest thing to the exploitation. Now with drip, if you create multiple wallets and you just distribute the amount of drip you own through those wallets, yes, there'll be more gas fee, but your maximum payout will be a lot higher. This means that you can earn a lot more altogether. And if someone, say a whale, figures this out, and let's just say a bunch of whales figure this out, if they're really wanting to create like 100 wallets and distribute their wealth across those wallets, they could potentially really bypass this whale tax, and that way, in that sense, they are able to kind of exploit what the code is intending to do, which is the kind of anti-rug principle. Because obviously, if you create a bunch of wallets and you just distribute your wealth, your initial investments across those wallets, your payout will be a lot higher. That means, and not only that, your total supply for each wallet will be less than 1%, let's just say, or 1%. Your tax deduction is also going to be a lot less. What does that mean? Well, that means that this whale tax doesn't work anymore, and you'll be kind of rug pulling everyone, in a sense, rug pulling everyone with all the rewards you've earned. I mean, there'll still be like a 10% deduction, but that's after the 10% deduction. There's going to be no further deduction, no further tax. So that is one method I think that it could potentially go sideways. Now, however, that being said, if the treasury does run out, so no one else can earn any more money because there's not enough people feeding to the system, they'll mint new drip. However, it says here that the chance of this happening is quite low. So I don't know if it says here, but yeah, new drip will be minted to ensure rewards are paid out. It says here that if there is ever a situation where the tax pool is not enough to pay drip, there will be new drip being minted. The chances here are quite low, apparently. And I believe that. I think it is quite low because I don't think no one will create 50, 100 wallets to do anything like that. I mean, potentially there is if someone figures it out. One person figures out, it should be okay. Two whales, it's okay. But let's say every single whale does it, then it could go sideways. That's the only way I think this could effectively not work. So yeah, guys, I think like drip has got a lot of potential here. I think it's definitely worth it. 1% every day. If you put 1,000 in, you could make $10 a day passively just from putting your 1,000 in. If you make 2,000, $20 a day passively. 4,000, $40 a day passively. $10,000 in, $100 a day passively, and that's basically like working, a stable kind of job. $100 a day passively, close to a stable job. So I think definitely this is quite awesome. And you wait 100 days, your initial investment is in your wallet. It's in your wallet. You've made your initial investment. After that, it's profit. And once you start making profit, I actually suggest you start feeding the system, start feeding the faucet, your faucet, so that way you can make more profit in the future. So that's it for me, guys. I think that drip has a lot of potential. It could work out well, it could not work out. It really depends on how you view drip and if you really believe in it. I believe in it. Do I think it's going to work? Maybe. I think there's more than a 60% chance it could work. There is a 30% chance that it could completely flop and everyone will be losing out. But I think that there's a lot of potential here. Just looking at the chart right now, it looks very promising. It looks like there's a positive, and kind of like a positive direction here, and I think it will stay like that. I mean, there's recently quite a massive trading volume, most recently, so I suggest that you guys get into it as soon as possible before us early guys. You know, I think still it's early, by the way, but yeah, get into it as soon as possible because the earlier you get into these kind of projects, the more money you will essentially make. So yeah, guys, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're making more of these crypto kind of project review videos, and yeah, I'm excited to start working on these. Thank you very much.